Cuba's foreign minister has demanded that the U.S. shut down its controversial prison at Guantanamo Bay and return the military base to Havana. Bruno Rodriguez Padilla's statement to the UN Human Rights Council has come one day after U.S. President Barack Obama vowed again to shut down the unlawful prison. Padilla said he was concerned over the human rights abuses being perpetrated and the illegal occupation of sovereign Cuban territory. He also slammed the force feeding of hunger strikers who are currently in detention. As many as 130 of the about 166 inmates are currently on hunger strike to protest their conditions. Well, to discuss that a bit further, we're now joined with Mr. Henry Norr, who is an activist and political commentator who's joining us live now via Skype from Berkeley, California. Mr. Norr, thanks a lot for joining us. Now, are we closer to a day when President Obama will finally fulfill his promise of shutting down Guantanamo?
Well, we may be getting closer. I think the heroism of the hunger strikers has forced the issue into the American media and onto the American political agenda in a way, at least to some degree, that forced Obama to respond. I think the statement from the Cubans is a very nice gesture. I don't count for that having much effect. The whole existence of Guantanamo, of course, is a product of blatant colonialist theft going back more than a century. And you know, even at the height of the Cold War and so on, the Cubans just simply don't have the power face to face with the United States to force the U.S. out of that base. So, you know, I appreciate the Cuban statement, but I don't think that's going to change the picture much. But I think the hunger strike is having an effect. And Obama's statement yesterday was infuriating in its hypocrisy. He acted as if he's been trying all along for all these years to shut it down, and just other people are in the way, when in fact he and people who directly report to him have taken all kinds of steps to continue the status quo and keep the people in the terrible conditions they're in.
So, Mr. Norr, why is it that the U.S. government would want Guantanamo to stay open?
Well, they value, of course, the base as a military facility. I'm not sure they really need it anymore. It was originally a coaling station when they needed to load coal into the ships. These days, with the aircraft and the drones and so on, I'm not sure that need really exists. But symbolically, I don't think there's any chance they're going to return anything to the Cubans. As you know, Cuba is one of several countries that has become a kind of fetish in American politics, and nobody can say anything good about Cuba or make any kind of gesture toward the Cubans or reconciliation without being branded as some kind of communist simp or something. So I don't, I'm not sure they have a real need for it, except now they do they've got this ridiculous prison camp there, but they're not about to let it go, that's for sure.
All right, we'll have to leave it there for now, but of course we do appreciate your insight. That was Mr. Henry Norr speaking to us live from Berkeley, California.